Okay, we need to stop trying to be cool.
This is the XboxCast.
I'm completely not ready for that intro.
Sorry, did you count down?
I didn't count down, no. I thought just throw it at you.
Lee just threw it at us. So, welcome to Game Face. This episode is sponsored by our awesome Patreons. We're your hosts, Carl, Lee, and Simone, and we're going to be talking all things Xbox. It is going to be a year. It's been a year of Xbox, and Xbox is now 20 years old. So, how are you guys feeling? Simone, how are you doing?
I'm well, thank you. I had a Chochy milk.
A Chochy Milky?
Yeah, earlier today. So I'm pretty stoked with life, to be honest.
Are you full of dairy?
Yes.
A bit
Yeah,
gloopy.
that's amazing.
I'm only half full of dairy though, because the Chochy milk was actually from yesterday, but I didn't finish it last night, so I had the rest today.
As we all
There's
just nod.
there's nothing you can say to that. That was.
I don't have anything more
Was
to
it
say
a large?
either,
Was it a large Chochy milk that you split, or was it quite a small one?
It was, you know, those Kiwi ones.
No, I don't drink Chochy
Kiwi
milk.
Chochy milks.
Don't drink Chochy Milkies.
What are they called? Lewis Road.
Ah, they're nice.
Yeah.
It's just
they're
the,
very
what,
good.
like 300 mils or something.
Yeah, I get the coffee one though. I get the Colombian coffee version of it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
you're
cool.
Like that.
Yeah, really tasty. Now I want one.
So yes, like I said, I'm great.
Simone has Chochy milk. How are you, Lee? Did you get Chochy milk?
I didn't get Chochy milk. I got coffee. So that was good.
Well,
I had pizza at lunchtime. That was quite tasty.
that's
Oh,
well,
yum.
I had pizza with honey on. Who does that? 4 cheese
Oh,
pizza
wait.
with honey on it.
cheese
nice?
and honey.
Yes. Yeah, it was good. They cooked the honey. They put. I don't know how. See, I ordered a slice of pepperoni and a slice of cheese. I wasn't sure. Cheesy pizza. Let's go for 4 cheese pizza. She said, "Do you want some honey and chili oil on that?" I was like, "No." She said, "No, you want some honey on that, don't you?" I was like, "Oh, okay." So I did as I
Okay,
was
so-
told.
She made the decision for you.
Yes, she said it was a good idea. So then she came and gave it to me, and I was like, "This is actually really tasty." She came over and said, "What is it like? Have I scared you from it?" I was like, "No, it's really cool. It's really good. Well done."
That's cool. Where
concerned.
did you get it from?
Vincey's in town. Was Vincey's open when you
Oh
were here?
yeah. Vincey's is great.
Yeah,
Vincey's
awesome.
is my favorite pizza place.
Yeah, it's
actually.
very good. And I walk past it on the way home every morning, every night.
Oh yeah.
Not every morning, every night. And I'm like, oh, I could get pizza tonight. But no, I had it for lunchtime, so I can't get it tonight.
Yeah. Fair
You know,
enough.
the only person who knows you've had it for lunch is you.
Not true.
That's
You
true,
could bring
yeah.
it home. You could bring it home and be like, "Look, kids
Like
and
pizza.
wife, I'm helping. Pizza.
I've cooked tonight.
Yeah, don't stress. It's all on me."
It's all done. Yeah. They do really good pizza. They do half and half pizzas as well, which is always a way.
Oh, that's cool.
Massive half and half pizzas.
Yeah.
Bigger than my arms. I can't do it on the screen. They're so big.
That's amazing.
Yes. So I've had food today. I'm happy.
Okay, so Lee's happy.
And I did HTML. That was weird.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I like HTML.
Okay, explain. Well, like,
Oh.
why were you doing HTML?
I
thought
was
you just clicked
building-
buttons.
No, I was doing. I was building emails in Outlook using HTML, using VB scripting, using HTML.
Oh yeah.
Pretty cool.
Did you get it done?
Yeah, it worked. Worked and everything.
Oh, nice.
Had ifs and elses in there and all sorts.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah, because they had Aussie and Kiwis, and the Aussies have different websites to the Kiwis.
Ah, yep.
And in AD, Kyle, they have a different website. So I was like, if in AD, if the website's this one, then make it Aussie, and if it's this one, make it Kiwi. And it actually worked. It changed the signature depending on who it was. I was like, this is incredible. I'm going to go home now.
I'm impressed. Well done. Good job.
I know, markup's good when it works. It was slightly confusing. So someone else's code, you know, so we obviously try to take it apart a little bit.
Yeah, sure. Try and
Yeah.
understand what's
Try
being
to
said.
understand what's happening. And then do something, break it, and go, oh, no. Oh, noes. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Whoopsie.
Oh, noes. Control Z. Right, okay, let's try again. That is messed up. Yeah. So that was my day. It was quite good. Playing with the HTML, eating pizza,
Just sitting there quietly eating pizza and just typing away like a coder.
copy and pasting. But yeah, sure. Yeah.
Well, I mean, claim it. Just claim it.
Yes.
Just be like, "Oh, yeah, I'm going off to WWDC next year. Apple invited me because I'm awesome."
That's right. They noticed my coding.
Yes. They're like, "Man, this guy can do emails like
Look at
nobody's
him do
business."
it. Just building signatures for everybody.
Quick, get him on board.
Yes.
Amazing.
Hoggers. Too many hoggers in the chat. There's way too many hoggers in the chat.
Yes, always.
How was your day, Carl?
It was good. I broke access for an entire site,
Excellent.
and then I restored access for the entire site.
Did you just so you can get praise for it? Oh, well done, Carl, for fixing that. Is that what you did?
Well, we're playing with DFS, and DFS is very good. But if you've ever had a site that then uses the everyone permission, so here's the everyone group. When you take that away, a lot of
Everyone
people
breaks.
Yeah. Would you imagine that everyone's in that everyone group? So trying to take the everyone permission away suddenly breaks the permissions for everyone, which is amazing. Who would have thought?
Kyle's actually had a rough day today because this morning we came up with a decision. Well, no, we bought a MacBook, a secondhand one, and they said we could go pick it up tomorrow. And then midday today, I get a message saying, "Oh, actually, we got a higher offer."
What?
So yeah, see you later.
Wow.
Yeah. A bit mean.
Yeah.
Did you review them? Give them 1 star?
We should.
I will in about a week or so that they know it's not me, because they were pretty polite up until then.
Well, it doesn't matter. They've still gone against what they were supposed to do. So
I know, I completely agree. So then they did attempt to have me or us play off with the other person that gave a higher offer, saying, do you want to increase your offer? And we said, hell no.
no.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Bye.
We were like, we gave you our offer. You agreed to it. Now we're not going to give you another one just because some imaginary person has popped up.
Hopefully that person pulls out last minute. That would be really perfect.
Yeah,
you daydream about these things, eh? Mm-hmm. And so then they come back and they say, actually, it didn't happen.
That sucks. My price has dropped now. Oh,
yeah.
What a shame.
Yeah.
You go, oh, what a pity.
What a shame.
Suddenly all the money I had is just dried up and now I've only got half of it.
Yeah.
It's incredible. I never thought I'd come to Australia and miss Trade Me.
Yeah, there's covers and stuff in Trade Me.
There is. And just the auction thing, it's kind of out of your control. So you just get to watch it happen. Here they have this thing called Gumtree, which is kind of worldwide, actually.
It is here as well, yeah.
I know they have it in South Africa as well. And yeah, you can negotiate a price through messages, which is a lot clunkier. And there's adverts everywhere.
Oh my word.
It's terrible. There's pop-up adverts every time you send a message.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable.
Gumtree is honestly the worst way to buy anything except for Facebook Marketplace.
So why don't you use eBay?
Yeah,
I think that's going to be plan B.
Because I've used eBay. Oh, in the UK, I use eBay all the time, and then now I use eBay randomly when I'm here to buy stuff, and it works. It always gets here. It's slow because obviously New Zealand, but
it's such an ugly website.
Oh no, it's not designed. No.
I know, right? It's not designed at all.
No, it's just words on a white screen.
Maybe they should have moved to Squarespace. I mean, all the websites on Squarespace
they will look
so pretty and minimalistic.
Yes.
It's great if you want to sell a bowl. A bowl from many different angles. It's white on my white website, on my wooden counters.
Yeah, I think that's been the same forever, that website.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned it, though. I forget eBay exists, except for if I want to find something really rare, then I'd remember eBay. But otherwise, yeah
I always check it out. So I buy stuff here and go, it's too expensive, and go on eBay, and then find it's cheaper. And then I have to make a decision whether I want it this year or not. that's the other thing.
You cannot wait a couple of months while it sits in customs.
That's right. Yeah, it always does.
It passes between the customs officers as they shake it. Listen, and then smell it. Oh, no, it's too hard. Put it in the too hard basket.
Yeah, do it tomorrow.
Yeah. I'll wait for the next shift. Person comes along, shakes it, smells it. I'll wait for the day shift.
Welcome to an Xbox podcast.
That's right, yeah.
We're all over the place. So Game Face, should we start off with a look back on the Xbox Series 1 year in?
Absolutely.
So Lee very thoughtfully put together some questions for us.
I was organized for once.
Yeah, we were not organized at all. In fact, Lee said, what about doing this? And I said, that's a great idea, and instantly forgot about it.
No, you built the page.
Did I? Oh,
yeah, Because I looked at, oh, he's put the page, and I was like, oh, there's nothing in there though.
Brilliant.
Thoughts on XGen 1 year later is what you wrote.
Well, I'm glad I wrote something.
Good
Otherwise I
job,
feel
Sleep
really
Kyle.
bad. Past me was really looking out for me.
Okay.
All right. So into the questions. Which one do you want to go first, since this will be the first
Shall we
question?
start at the bottom? I'm going to start with the bottom one.
Okay.
What's
You
the
go.
worst feature of this Xbox?
The worst. Man, that's a tough question. Probably the fact that you have to turn it upside down to get it to work
Yeah, that phone call to Xbox was interesting on Microsoft that first day.
on day one.
And you went, oh, we'll just turn it upside down. I was like, I'm out of ideas. It's fine. Let's just turn it upside down. Boop. Like, really?
We should just clarify for the listeners. We're talking about the Series X here.
Oh, yes. Series X. Yes.
Yes.
We got ours on day 2, not day 1 because of Microsoft.
Oh, yes. Yeah,
Oh, no,
worst
actually because of
feature.
the deliveries, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
NZ
it was
Post.
because of COVID.
Oh, man. And NZ Post.
NZ
I
Post,
had
no.
it
They
sitting in
sat on it.
Auckland on day one. And it had big giant stickers on it to say, deliver on this date. And they still looked at it going, oh, I don't know what to do with it.
See,
I put it
you're
in the
assuming they
Oh.
can read.
Yeah, Carl, they probably looked at the date and thought, oh, man, I thought today was Tuesday. Phew.
So, yeah, worst feature. For me, the worst feature is probably the fact that these games these days have different graphic settings. So you got like the performance and the quality mode. And I know it's not a feature of the actual Xbox. It seems to be a feature of the generation. The fact that we can choose between quality and performance. I don't want to choose. I want to start up game, make it look as pretty as possible for the hardware.
Yep, agreed.
See, I don't agree with that. I think that because I just turn on games and play them. I never fiddle.
Yeah, but if you jumped into Halo today, you would have seen that it has a performance mode and a quality mode. The quality mode runs at 60 FPS, which you want for multiplayer, right? Nice, fast, smooth. And you want the quality mode for, running in campaign at 30 FPS where it feels nice and you can look at all the prettiness. Why choose? Why not just say, this is one mode for this feature, this is one mode for the next one?
Awesome, yeah.
So that's what I want.
I was actually just trying to find the video of us unboxing it, but I can't. Do you know where it is?
It's on YouTube somewhere, I think.
Awesome, okay.
It's very helpful, isn't it?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, worst feature. Simone?
I'm trying to think. I could make a joke about not getting to play on it much. I
So
still
your worst
the
feature
baby.
is your husband. Is that your worst feature? Is your husband?
No, actually, most of the time, I quite. This is going to sound stupid. Most of the time, I enjoy the waiting times. It's kind of like there's a part of me that missed adverts back in the day when you were watching a movie with family, because that's when you'd go to the loo, grab a snack. With gaming, you launch Forza, and then I get to sit on my phone and catch up on Twitter before it loads, and I don't get that anymore. It's just go all the time. Yeah.
There's also certain games which are known for their loading screens as well, like really cool loading screens. Like Mass Effect had loads of information in all loading screens, which
Yeah,
you
that's
just
true.
don't get now. I'm already there. I'm playing.
Game. Yeah. Why am I being shot?
I did have another point, but it'll come back to me. I've lost it for now. So yeah, carry on, Lee.
So what's your worst feature?
Yeah,
Lee?
so I was trying to think of my worst feature.
Just silence.
I know, because I can't think of any. I would actually say storage is probably one of the biggest issues of this Xbox.
Yeah, I'm with you there. They really should have started off with the 2 terabytes.
No, I don't think that's the issue. I think the fact that you can't play Xbox games, Series X games, on any other storage other than the internal or the expensive expansion slot.
You can understand why they needed to do that, though, from a technical point
Why
of view.
though? Because surely just loading slightly slower than beforehand was better than not being able to play games because you have to move them around all the time or buy a $300
It's all
expansion
to
port.
do. It's all to do with direct storage and streaming game assets directly.
Oh,
into
I
the
understand.
game.
Yeah, no, I get why they did it, but I'm sure they could have worked around it or just gone, oh, this isn't going to be a slightly slower or slightly kind of different experience while you play it on here.
I can understand what you're saying, and I don't understand why they couldn't have done like caching. You know, remember those drives you used to get that have their spinny
Little
drive
SSDs
with
on,
like
yeah.
an SSD attached, and it would just cache, and then you get the speed of the SSD with the hard drive space of a spinny disk. So they could have done that. You could put your drives on like a very fast.
Yeah, they could have been a bit smarter about it, yeah.
drive.
Or put some of the game on the internal and some of it on the external, maybe.
Yeah, there's ways around it.
Yeah.
But I think as an ecosystem, they didn't expect, they don't assume everyone's going to plug in a drive, for instance.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, I mean,
Because 1 terabyte's basically, what, 7 games? 8 games? Halo, COD, Battlefield, there's
I'm just trying to
300 gig.
remember.
Depends
Battle-
if you're an indie person or not.
Oh, indie games, yeah, well, there's 1,000 games then, isn't it? But
Yeah.
yeah. But Gears is 100. Halo's
Yeah.
100. Yeah.
So
Forza.
you're looking at about 8 games.
That does remind me of what my second point was, is that there aren't that many Series S, Series X games.
Oh, in actual ones that were built specifically for the Series X, you mean?
Yeah. Not that many upgrades either. I mean, we're still waiting for The Witcher
Yeah.
as well. I am keen to get back and play Fallen Order again,
Yeah, so am I, actually, yes.
and Hellblade. But no
So-
others come to mind. Forza doesn't count.
So Shadow says no exclusives, but I don't know. I've played so many games this year. I'd hate to think how many hours I've actually played this year on all these non-exclusives that we've had. Or not enough games, that everyone says, and all that.
Yeah.
I think there's enough back catalogue which they've just been going, oh, we'll just release this and make it slightly prettier. Or you play it and it's the same, but it's slightly quicker. I think there's been enough of that to counter the lack of games.
Definitely. I think definitely the upgrade, the Series X upgrade that they've been pushing with the older games as well, has been enough to make you go, oh, I just want to revisit this, or oh, go back here because on a 4K OLED with all the Series X improvements, it'll be a whole lot nicer.
Yep.
Yeah, in saying that though, we did launch Hellblade the other day because for just to see whether there was any TA points we could rack up, because I haven't 100%ed it yet. But with the update, it's wiped my saves, so there's no chapter select. I have to
Really?
play again. Mhm.
That's sad. So it's a new
Yeah.
game then, or was it almost? Have they
It's a new-
rewritten so much of it?
It's a new game. Yeah.
Wow.
Pity.
Makes you sad.
Yeah. It forces me to play it again from scratch.
And do you want to do that?
I have to do more than I thought I would because it bugged out at one point. And so I did about 3 chapters with no achievements. So those 3 chapters I have to redo.
Okay.
So I was half expecting to need to do it again from scratch. But it's a 12-hour game, which is not much to a lot of people. But for me, it's, I don't know, it's 3 weeks
weekend?
at least. No. So it's an investment. Yeah, just a shame, really.
Yeah.
Because there's a collectibles achievement at the end, is to collect all the lore stones, and I had 90% of them.
Oh man, that's a bit rough.
Yeah, so I'll have to go through with a guide and make sure I don't miss any in my second playthrough because I have to get them all now.
Like
I think.
Pokemon.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly like Pokemon.
Yeah.
Okay. So next question.
So before we move on to the next question,
Oh
we've
yes,
got
that's right.
bits from our community. We asked some of our community what they thought about the Series X 1 year later. And from Charmander, she says, brand new to Xbox, so it's hard for her to comment since she started with the Series X. But it's been great until she encountered an issue with multiplayer and modem settings. And haven't we all been there? Where you have to open up some ports or call your ISP and go, what the heck is going on? It's just been a pain. She says it's easy to use as a new player and super quick, but she's comparing it, of course, to her old PS3. And of course, Game Pass is a life changer.
Oh yeah, I bet if you're new to the system as well, hey.
And you
You've got
just
the new
open
games.
Game Pass and you just go, seriously, I can play all of these.
Yeah, and I think that was the big selling point for my brother as well, and my dad, which is nice. But then in saying that, my brother still went out and bought games.
So strange.
I know.
And her last point about it is that the community is amazing. She brought her Series X and moved to Xbox because of the communities she's part of.
Oh,
And
that's really cool.
That's basically because of Hall of Gamers. And then we kind of stole her from Hall of Gamers. So I think we play a little part in that.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Our Discord does definitely. Yeah.
Awkward pause. Sure.
So yeah, that's Charmander's thoughts on it. I mean, yeah, coming as a new player to the Xbox ecosystem, if you're comparing to an old PS3, Game Pass, the speed, the community, sort of the fact that you're jumping into multiplayer games with randoms so quick and easy, and the fact that you can just yell at anyone over Xbox Live. You know, as great as that sounds, we've all been on the receiving end, which isn't so fun, but the idea is good. The intentions are good. You give it to people in practice and maybe it's not so great.
Sea of Thieves. Yeah.
Yeah, I just get 13-year-olds going, Are you a girl? Like, yeah.
No, I'm
I
called
am.
Brian. That's what you're saying.
I had some dude on a ship just go, hello, hello. And I was in a cave and he's like, hello, hello. And I was like, is there a ghost? He says, I'm not a ghost. I'm on the ship, you numpty. Because I was playing with someone and they dropped off and I didn't realize it opens a slot for a random to jump in.
Oh,
And so I was
right.
just quite happy to play by myself until suddenly this guy goes, hello, hello. And I'm in the cave trying to solve a ghost puzzle. And I was like, are you a ghost? No, I'm on the ship, you numpty. And then he crashed the ship into the island and we had a good laugh. And now we're kind of Xbox friends. We
Oh,
just
that's
like
nice.
each other's achievements, but we don't really play together anymore.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
So yeah,
That's
that's
neat.
pretty cool. Mr. Lee, hit us with the next question.
Oh, I'll do questions. Okay, then.
Yeah, you are the quizmaster.
I'm the quizmaster. I'm quizzical. The surprise feature. What surprised you the most about the Xbox? Only
For
one.
me?
Yes, Simone. Sorry,
For
Simone.
me, it was the look of it. Face on, whatever, it's a box. But from top, the holes, and from the pictures, you think that there's a green glow. And so I know Kyle and I both assumed that when the Xbox was on, there was a green glow that came out the top. But the fact that it's actually colored green, or at least there's a layer of bright green, gives it this incredible look when you're above it and you move your head around. It's something that pictures can't really do justice. You have to be there. That's my favorite feature.
Okay, that's really weird. I'm just saying. Carl, I can't get to mine. I had to put my head in the cupboard to see the top of my head. So I'm a bit jealous.
Just
Okay.
put yours next to, just like build a little shelf in the wall and put it on the shelf.
Okay.
And then run the cable through the wall so it just looks like a piece of art.
Floating.
Yeah. And then you can get the kids to bow down to it, you know, like in the beginning of a space
They don't go
odyssey.
near it. They don't know not to go near it.
Oh,
allowed
it's
to touch it.
not bad.
Oh, clever. Clever.
Yeah, Kyle. Surprise.
Yeah.
Surprise me, Kyle.
Surprise feature. Probably the two things that surprised me about it was
No. The one. I can't have two.
no,
Yeah,
no,
we
but-
don't have time for that, Carl.
Oh, fine then. What's up?
Oh, okay, why don't you tell us both of them and then choose one that you like the most?
So both of the surprise features was what a chunky boy it is. When you pull out the box for the first time, you go, "Oh, this is a bit
There's
of a
some
hefty
weight in
beat."
this. Yeah.
It feels like $700. That's important to me. And the probably the best surprise feature was everyone said, all the reviews were like, it's so quiet and all the rest. And you go, oh yeah, I can still hear the Xbox spin up in a quiet room. I can, with the Xbox One, the One X, you can definitely hear spin up even when it's just putting out 1080p. You could hear the Xbox One. I could hear my 360 from across the room. I was like, oh yeah, so it's quieter compared to the other Xboxes. But the fact that it is so quiet, even under full load, that the fact that I go next to it just to see, are you on? Is the
Are you
fan
awake?
actually spinning? Yeah. I hold my hand over the top to actually feel, are you putting out any air? Because it's,
I had to get rid of my external hard drive because it was making too much noise. I had no spinning cylinder one, and I was like, it's so noisy. I had to get rid of it because it was annoying me so much because the Xbox is so quiet and you've got this clunk, clunk, clunk thing spinning around. So, yeah.
so
It does get noisy if someone turns it on and doesn't open the cupboard, though, we've discovered, Ruby.
Well, I mean, you're
gets-
keeping it in a box of hot.
Yeah, I know. It's basically heating itself up, and it gets kind of noisy then.
Yeah.
So
that's-
it stops being an Xbox and starts being a hot box.
Yes, that's right. A hot box.
Poor thing.
And your surprise feature, Lee?
The instant resume.
Mm.
And to go from any game to any game to any game, and they just sit there quietly, kind of just sat there when you're like, oh yeah, it's never going to work, and you turn on. That saved me with The Witcher, because I could go back to The Witcher, and I'd literally just pick up the Xbox, turn it on, and within, I think, 3 seconds, I was playing.
Man, that's awesome.
Yeah. I think that's the best feature, and you can't beat it. And what's sad is Forza Horizon 5 is a bit broken, because it doesn't always work, the resume.
Yep.
I'm like, well, I have to wait 45 seconds for it to start up from scratch? What is this?
Man, you could practically make a full meal in that time.
I almost get to pick up my phone in that time.
Oh,
Yeah, so it's noticeable when you don't have it. It's noticeable, or when it craps out, you go, "Oh, that's because my Valhalla." It used to vaguely work when it first came out. There was always a few issues when it first came out, and now you're like, "Well, it has to work." What? It's not working.
And Horizon 4 still has a bit of an issue with quick resume every so often.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it stops you from rewinding. It doesn't let you rewind. when
Oh, no, how annoying! I can't remember actually. Yeah, 5 is annoying because it just kicks you out. You load it, it crashes. You go, oh, okay, and then you have to wait a few seconds for it to actually load.
That's awesome. It's just like, no, you've played enough Forza.
I want more
And then you
Forza.
start it again, you go, okay, fine.
Do you know I've
can
done
play-
18 hours this week in that game?
Wow.
Not quite as many as Cameron, but I'm trying.
You're trying. You're getting there.
Yes. Yes, that's my first surprise.
Yeah, the quick resume.
It's
Nice
incredible.
surprise.
Yeah, it was a nice surprise as well. It was a very nice surprise. Simone, would you like to read the next one on the list of comments?
Yeah, so sorry, I don't have it up. So
Well, that's going to be quite difficult then. Shall I put it on the screen? No.
no,
I'll-
you continue.
I'll read it then. Okay.
I'll bring up the next one then.
The next
There's
one.
one. Silence while we all figure things out.
What? All right, okay, so this is from Diabolic Jester. He says, I'd love to be able to comment on the Series X, but he doesn't actually have one. But he does say about the Series S, he says storage is the biggest issue, obviously, because it has like a 500 gig.
Yeah. And what usable space on that is 300 something gigs?
Yeah, 380 or something like that, yeah. And then they had to buy an expansion card, because he just couldn't. And he says, interestingly, he gets an out-of-memory error on some games. What game he said? I thought he said a specific game, actually. I must have missed that, but I'm sure he said one game in particular. Oh, it was that Guardians of the Galaxy game or something like that.
Oh, yeah, the new Marvel one. I've heard that that's a bit buggy, though.
Bit buggy, yeah. It doesn't like Xbox Series X's or S's.
Yeah.
Yes, it is cute. Shadow S. Shadow is cute.
But so far, everyone who's got a Series S has said it's such a little capable machine. It's like they really knocked it out the park with that.
I'd love to get one for Ruby. I think that'd be quite cool to have one upstairs.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Be a
little
good
4K
replacement
beast.
for your old Xbox One.
No, Paul's got that. Oh, she's got an S. Is an X1
yes.
XS, little white one.
Nice. So yeah, no, time to upgrade. Christmas is coming.
That's right. Yes. Who's it for, me or her? Though that's the question.
Well, I mean, sometimes because her gaming room is upstairs, right?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, sometimes you don't want to walk downstairs.
Oh, I know. I do play upstairs sometimes. Yes. Oh, yes.
Exactly. So it's for you, Ruby, but it's Dad's one first.
That's right. Yes. Well, then I could put hers out here. You see.
Ah, that'll be pretty good.
Yes.
Then you can just play while.
So when you're boring me, I can just play the Xbox. When you're going on about your next 8-bit game that they're bringing out.
Amazing.
I hope he gets one soon, though. It's a bit sad.
Yeah,
What is he going to do, like a 3-hour round trip today or something to get one?
he wasn't he?
We must ask him about that.
See how it went. Hopefully, he was able to get his hands on one because they are capable machines. And
They're pretty cool. And that storage will probably move. It's the same storage, I guess. It'll just plug.
yeah, so it'll just plug in and away he goes. Nice and easy.
Okay, so the worst feature, surprise feature. What would you like? What was the most wanted feature you'd like in this X? What's it missing? Oh, Simone's got her hand raised.
Okay, so there was this video that came out before we got our Series X. So this person was special and managed to get one early. And they showed off a feature that unfortunately didn't exist. It wasn't real. But what you could do, it was you could pop a ping pong ball on top of the Xbox, and then you turn the Xbox on, and it creates enough air that the ping pong ball floats in the air. And I thought it was real, and I couldn't wait. And now I want the new one. I want the current one to do that. They just need, just like the Teslas, get a software update over the air.
I think if you put it in a cupboard and get it really hot, the fans get really fast, and then it'll probably work. Yeah.
But then you can't see it because the door's closed.
Oh, you need a glass cupboard.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Yeah, turn your heat pump up really high, maybe.
Yeah. So I was very excited for that feature, and then I found out it wasn't
a really
true.
weird answer. I was not expecting that answer.
I know. You saw that video though, eh? You know what I'm talking about.
No idea, but it sounds...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll find it. I don't know how they faked it, but yeah.
It's like the smoking Xboxes.
Yeah, the smoking Xboxes. The white guy walks in and there it is with a cigarette in the disk drive. And he says, I've told you to quit.
Stop smoking. Okay, cool. Can you beat that, Carl?
What is your wanted feature? No, you go first.
I want VR. Come on, give me VR, Xbox.
Oh my word, yes.
Yeah.
Every year, Lee.
I know, VR. Come on, where is it? I'm still waiting. I'll buy it. Just me on my own, I'll buy it.
I'll buy it with you.
Okay, there's two. We can play together on Halo and VR.
Yes.
Imagine Halo VR. It'd be amazing.
It would be very cool.
Yeah. And they've got enough power now. They've got no excuses for the lack of power.
Yep. Yeah, no, fair enough.
Okay. It's quite simple. Every year I ask for it.
Every year. And every year the same answer.
They're just disappointing.
Just no VR for you.
Just give Facebook some money and they'll give it to you, is what I get.
I have a feeling that they're listening to you and they're going, how much longer can we just drag out the no
this out to
VR?
annoy Lee? Because I think I'm on about year 4 now of asking for this.
Yep.
Yeah, me too. I made the mistake last year of tweeting out my wishes, and I got at least one comment that says "never going to happen."
Never going to happen. No.
And I thought you must be fun at parties.
Humble Bundle on Xbox is a good one, actually. I thought they were threatening to do that.
Yeah, I also heard that they're threatening to do that, where you could pay a certain amount to get the Xbox codes and
and then thousands of games you don't ever play.
Yeah, turn it into Steam.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, you just look at your library and go, "What am I ignoring today?" I'm going to
play
Halo.
17 Star Wars games I've got on my Steam account.
Yeah, look at all the Star Wars games I'm never gonna play.
So, Kyle, surprise me.
Wanted feature?
Oh, yeah. What do you want? What do you really want?
Tell me what you want. What you really want.
Yeah.
I want them to update the dashboard and put more stuff into the community. So
yes,
agreed. I want more information with the tiles. So when you go over a game, it shows you your achievement progress, how far you are to an achievement, who's playing, who got the latest achievement. They collect all that data, right? They have all that info. I want them to showcase it on the dashboard, and I want them to make me, when I hover over a game and it pops up with like those Forza challenges, like Lee's discovered 90 roads, you're on 88.
Catch up. Mate, 400 and something now, thank you.
See, like if they pulled that out onto the dashboard, you'd go, yeah, I'm really close. I'm going to jump in. I'm going to jump. The whole Xbox marketing is jump in, right?
Mm-hmm.
And do you know what they talked about all day today, this morning, just say on their 20th anniversary thing? It's all about you, the gamer.
Yeah.
Like, well, make it. Do it.
And I want that. I want that information showcased on the dashboard. I want to hover over a game and it must present me with enough cool information that it makes me want to jump in. It makes me want to jump into that game at the time. And I want to see like stats and achievements.
You want a BI dashboard.
Basically, I want BI on my Xbox for me. No one else.
That's okay, Kyle. I'm sure if that were to ever happen, you will be the second most excited person in this family.
Xbox BI.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant!
The
Now
whole
with
name, it
achievement.
names itself as well.
So yeah,
Oh.
that's what I really want out of Xbox. I wanted a modern new dashboard with information. They had it. They were so close with one of the Xboxes during the Xbox One lifespan, with one of their dashboards where it had all that information and it was so close. It was almost perfect. Just a bit more tweaking,
Yeah.
and then they
And
just
then they redesigned it to, what was it called?
no. They had like the new Xbox experience, or one of the first ones, was really good with that, showing the information, showcasing how close you were to certain goals and achievements, and they just pulled away from it.
Yeah, I think they didn't sell as much gold that way.
Oh,
And they didn't sell enough Game Pass that way. There were not enough adverts, Kyle.
well, okay. The worst feature, if I can amend my answer.
Oh, yes, sure. Too many adverts.
Adverts on the dashboard. I'm subscribed to Gold. I'm a Gold Ultimate member. Don't advertise to me. You already have my money. I'm not going to rebuy Gold. I'm not going to go, do you know what? I've got $14 sitting in my pocket. I'm going to go buy a month of Gold to add to my Game Pass.
Are you saying that the algorithms don't work?
I'm saying now really bad. I'm just advertise to people who don't have the service. Don't advertise to people.
Whoa. So do you ever go on the Amazon website and look for something and then buy anything on Amazon before? Have you ever done that?
Yeah, no.
And then you get adverts for the thing you just bought for the next like 6 weeks. It's like, I just bought a hard disk. I don't need adverts for hard disk because I've just done that. Thank you.
Or it's like, I've bought a hard disk. Other people who buy hard disks have bought a toilet seat. And you add the toilet seats, and you go, one person out of a million people probably were like, I want a hard drive. Oh, and while I'm here, I need a new toilet seat. And the algorithm's like, this is the way gamers want to play.
Sat on their toilet.
Yeah, or maybe just they've got piles, so they want the toilet seat to put on the couch.
Oh,
so when they play, they've got like a hard ring. They don't need to blow it up.
You can get one with polystyrene beans in them.
Like Jim Beans.
Yeah. From NZ. Jim Beans NZ. Yep.
Okay, so the final. Oh no, we've got people. Scarred for life.
Okay.
Can you do one?
Okay. Sure. Scarred for Life says, I love my Series X. Non-existent load times and beautiful games. What's not to love? Biggest issue that he has is with his wireless headset. He said, sound goes in and out. I read up on it. Apparently, it's a thing that a lot of people experience.
It's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, I wonder if is he using, we don't really know if he's using the Xbox wireless headset or like a third-party one, eh?
I would presume he's referring to the Xbox one, the one you have. And I presume Lee has as well.
Day one, bro.
Yeah, day one. It's it hasn't dropped a beat for me at all.
No, it's been incredible. That's awesome.
It's been I've been surprised compared to its price. I've been really surprised at how good it is. So I wonder if maybe he's got his Xbox next to a microwave. You know, some people do. They just like, do you know what I want in my living room? I want a microwave so I can cook popcorn while I play games.
I had an issue with a mate, and he was having problems with the internet dropping out all the time. So I went around his house, and he had his internet on one side of the room and his Xbox on the other side using wireless. And there was a fridge and a microwave in the middle. I was like, so when does it really bad? He said, well, I'm trying to play at lunchtime and it all keeps turning off and turning back on again. I was like, so I went to turn the microwave on for 20 seconds. I said, go and use your Xbox. He's like, that doesn't work. I was like, yeah. So we then made holes in the walls and ran a cable around his house.
Amazing.
Right. Yeah, so funny. But he was just so confused. I was like, dude.
Yeah, everyone's like, see, I don't understand. I can't play games when I'm busy cooking Hot Pockets in the microwave.
Well, the thing is they call it white man's magic, right? And magic can work through walls. So it just, logically, it's magic. It should work.
It should just work. Turn it off, turn back on again. Doesn't work.
Yeah, the microwave is anti-magic.
Yes, and it was perfect. It's an open plan as well. So the microwave was just sat straight in the middle.
Even better.
Yeah.
That's exactly
real
what you
special.
Want. All right. Do we have any more questions? Oh, Quizmaster.
We have one question.
Yes.
Which is the most important question, I believe.
Oh, yep.
What is the best feature? No? Is that right? Yeah, the best feature. Yeah.
Have we done best feature? I can't remember. It was
I think we have. Was that the surprise? I think the surprise was a good one. Best feature is the last one. Yeah, I saved that's last because it's the best.
Okay. Just kick us off, Mr. Lee. What's your best feature?
Oh God.
Nothing says I'm not prepared for this.
I wasn't
I'll
prepared for
start.
this at all. Thank you.
Okay, so in all honesty, the best feature of the Series X is that it has better hardware. It has better specs than the PlayStation 5.
Wow. We should soundbite that. That's amazing.
Because it's true.
Carl's in shock.
I mean, it's honest. I don't care two hoots about hardware, and I don't get to play on it all that much. But the fact that I know, without a shadow of a doubt, that it has better specs than the PlayStation 5, that is something I, non-hardware person, can wrap my head around. So if someone were to ask me which console has the best specs, I get to say Xbox. And then I don't have to say much else. I can say, look it up yourself. And then
Sorry.
the internet can prove me right.
And it sounds like you know what you're saying, what you're talking about as well.
Exactly. I can say, SSDs.
I know SSD. I know words.
I do also the form factor's strange and interesting, but it doesn't look as dated as the PlayStation 5. So
That's a behemoth as well.
it is huge. I think it kind of looks a bit old-fashioned. So although the Xbox looks a bit strange, it looks better than the PlayStation 5.
Oh, it's pretty unassuming, the Xbox. I think it just sits at the box
is.
doing its job.
Exactly. And I like that.
Yeah,
I'm a
it doesn't cause
minimalist.
tension.
So I feel like the PlayStation 5 is like those people that put RGB in their glass towers for their PCs.
Looking at you, Gary.
And I'm thinking it's just there to play games. I mean, what are you trying to show off?
Some people like the look of computer hardware.
Oh, does yours do that anymore? Did your PC do that?
I had
I
glowing.
feel like
everything.
she's coming for you. personally.
I know. I'm feeling just at me next time.
Yeah, well, we don't have a PC at the moment, but you can give him a hard time for the fact that he's looking to buy a Mac. So
He just disappoints me. It hurts my soul. He says he's a PC person, he's a tech person, and goes and buys a Mac. You're like, okay, you just checked out then.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. It's I work with tech all day. I don't want to deal with it at home. I'm
Mate,
done.
you should come to my garage. There's not a Mac in sight. I have, I don't know, 4 PCs in here, and they're amazing, and I love playing on them. And if there were Macs, it'd be really boring.
Yeah, because they would just work.
No, they wouldn't work. No, because I'd be going, oh, no, use some software. Oh, no, it doesn't work. Your Mac's too old now. You can't play that. Sorry.
Yeah. Sometimes you just want to. It's like Macs are like the computers of the Xbox world, right? You just turn it on and
No,
play.
because you can't play games on them.
No, you can't. But you just turn them on and they work.
Well, you can go on the internet.
Yeah, and the internet works, and that's fine. That's all we need.
Oh, you're just sad. I'm just sad for you. I'm sad that you've gone this far down the track now of.
You should be sad for
Disappointment.
me.
Well, that's true. Actually, you're going to divorce him? Wouldn't be surprised.
Shame, man. I just organized to get him a Mac tomorrow. And the lady cancelled on me. So now I'm being a good wife.
So the world is telling you not to buy a Mac.
No, the world is telling me to buy a certain Mac that costs a lot of money.
Oh, that's right.
I said no.
Oh, that's just sad.
Moving on.
Yeah. I know the chat is saying to sleep on it, but he's been sleeping on it for the last 2 weeks. And then really, every day he mentions it. And so now the amount of money I would spend to get Kyle a Mac is rising because I just want him to stop talking about it. I'm just tired.
I'm just tired. You know, Black Friday on the 26th or whatever day, like in a week or so.
In a week. Oh, okay. We'll keep an eye out for that then. Who knows what we can get?
Actually, that might be good.
Yeah,
knows what
I'm
we can
excited now.
Kyle
Black Friday.
can use my entire work bonus I got this month to get himself a Mac.
Holy,
Hey, Lee, your best feature.
I'm not sad. I'm just sad and disappointed.
Let's
Just
bring
suck
it
the
back.
enjoyment out of everything.
Positive, happy Xbox. Look, shiny. Ooh, Xbox.
Ooh, games. Do you know what? Actually, I was kind of thinking of a best feature. What I can think after this morning's 20-year thingy thing and all the stuff, I think Game Pass is probably the best feature about the Xbox, which is not an Xbox feature, but I think it's the best feature about the whole thing.
Yep.
And that Microsoft have got on board with it so much Like, it's
Yeah,
ridiculous how much they got on board. And buying Bethesda and buying. I think they're going to sneakily sneak out by someone else soon as well, from what I can hear.
Yeah, there's been lots of
something
rumblings.
happening. Yeah. And all these games, I think the next 3 years are probably going to be kind of incredible. This year slow, next year slow, and then after mid next year, it'll just kick off into some sort of insanity.
Yeah, we're at the top of the mountain and the snowball is starting. And we can see that with like Gears Tactics
8
and
million
Forza
people playing
and-
Forza. Yeah.
Yeah, Forza, Halo, them dropping multiplayer Halo today.
Did you see that? 130,000 people playing it on Steam or something? In
And
the first couple hours, it was.
and it actually peaked at over 200,000.
200,000, yeah.
The first couple hours. Huge amounts. They're pushing hard.
I jumped on, it's fine. It loaded. I got in there quickly and was playing instantly. Like, it was awesome.
I was playing at lunch and I'm just like, this is going to be my game, I think.
I've not played Xbox multiplayer at all. Never played it.
We'll jump in tomorrow night. Let's jump in.
I'll jump in with you. Shame, we were going to head off to get Carl's Mac, but now we're free, so we'll play Halo.
Every time the wound starts clear, goes over, someone's there to just rip it open.
Bit of salt rubbed into that wound.
Amazing.
So no, I think Game Pass is it. And it's not Xbox anymore. It's just about what do they call it? The whole thing. It's not just Xbox now. It's everything.
Service.
The service, yeah.
Xbox is the platform, not the box.
Platform. Yeah. But it's still awesome, the Xbox, which makes it kind of interesting. It's still the best one out there. And it's got Game Pass, and it's got xCloud, and it's got all these other cool things.
Yeah, and adding xCloud onto the Xbox One, so you can just play Series X games on your Xbox
Yes, that's
One.
incredible. Like, think about that. That's incredible.
That is next gen features right there. That's amazing.
But for them to do that, for them to basically say, oh, you don't actually need to go and buy a new Xbox, it's fine. Just keep using your old Xbox, which it could be, 2013, nearly 10 years old.
Yeah.
Playing all these really cool games.
At what, 60 FPS, 1080p 60 is what they output at xCloud. Pretty good game. So from a technical point of view, it's amazing. It keeps people within the Xbox ecosystem. It keeps them Game Pass subscribers. So even if they weren't going to upgrade to a new Xbox, which Microsoft then loses money on anyway, it keeps them in the Game Pass ecosystem.
Yep. And at some point, Xboxes will be easily available anyway. So just...
And then the person will be like, actually, I've got a 4K TV. I'm tired of playing at 1080p. I'm just going to buy a Series X. Oh, look, all my progress from xCloud is right here. Boom, done. Incredible. That's really thinking of the future, in my opinion.
Yes.
Been really good.
So I don't get attacked by a fly.
Yeah.
You're off. He's excited about Xbox as well.
He loves your shirt.
Yes, that's very cool. It's been quite a year, isn't it, really, though?
It has. It's been interesting to see people struggle to get it when we got ours day 2.
Yes.
And it's just been interesting to watch the hype around it build up, especially after E3.
Yeah, that was it, yeah.
So, I think...
And after watching that thing this morning, the community is awesome at the moment. Like, everyone's really getting into it and
very positive about it. And man, no.
Did you see Diane was on the 20th anniversary video?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, that was quite cool. She said she had no idea. She tweeted, I had no idea.
Oh, wow,
She was watching it and went, wait a minute, and then had to go back and say, oh, it was me, what? And then someone popped up on chat and said, yeah, I stole that when we were chatting. I took that when we were chatting. And
Man.
That's
awesome.
weird. I thought you would have had to have asked for permission.
I thought the same. Yeah, no, she said she had no idea.
Would have been nice to have gotten paid, I'm sure, as well.
Yes. Well, at least your Twitter handle at the bottom there. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Yeah.
Quite interesting.
Brilliant.
Okay. Well, should we do the last one, which is Gary?
Yeah, Gary.
Because we always need a bit of Gary.
We always need some Gary in our lives.
Yeah, double Gary sometimes. Technically, the Series X is beautiful, but man, it's frustrating. At least every 5th time I turn it on, the Bluetooth doesn't work, and I have to hard reset. My discs I recognize every now and again. It's hard to not love the machine, flaws, but no way it's perfect for me. I wonder if he needs to reset his Xbox, That's what I thought when I read that. I thought there's something weird going on there, dude.
Same. I read
That's
it.
unusual.
I go, that's unusual. Normally, if that happened to anyone else, I would have suggested either, resetting your Xbox or sending it back for a replacement.
Yeah.
Because that's a bit odd.
Though I've noticed that I actually had the same issue this week, bizarrely enough, and wouldn't recognise. I had to reboot the Xbox because it was booting up weirdly, like it wouldn't recognise any of the discs.
Interesting.
I had no games. I was like, this is weird, and then had to reboot the whole thing. Yeah.
At the end of the day, I think we all forget that it's a Windows machine.
Oh, I know.
It's
Yes.
all running Windows underneath, and Windows is only designed to not be rebooted for so long.
Yeah, that's right. God knows how long my Xbox has been going for, and the hours is getting hammered at the moment. So yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, even Simone said the other day, our poor Xbox, we turn it on, we play, we hammer it, we turn it off. We go away for 15 minutes. We
don't
back,
turn off. It goes into
hammer it.
standby mode. It goes to
Yeah.
sleep. It doesn't turn off. I think that's half the
Really
issue.
cool. So yeah,
Poor guy.
that's our thoughts on Xbox 1 year later. Let us know if you've got one or if you're still hanging out for one. Let us know what your best feature is, your worst features, your surprise and your wanted features. And yeah, jump into our Discord, chat us about it. And that's this, yeah. So that's our coverage of 1 year. Now, did we all watch the Xbox 20?
Yes. It was on at a reasonable hour. It was on at 7 o'clock in the morning for me, so I could actually watch it
Oh, nice.
live. Yes.
Oh, cool. What did you think?
I thought it was really good. And a kind of what I expected. I liked it going back. There was a TV series I thought was quite cool. The 6-part documentary on Xbox. I might watch that. Like December 18th, I think it's coming out.
Yeah, that
was
looks awesome.
Quite good to watch that. And it kind of interviews all the people that made the Xbox and has flashbacks of what they're doing, the design and stuff like that, which is it's always cool to see that.
Always cool to see.
Bunch
Always
of
amazing.
Mavericks. Sorry.
Yeah. Always amazing to see how much was just smoke and mirrors for most of it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I remember, so Paul Throat always says about their 360. He said he went and saw it when they were deving the 360. And he said he walked in, there's 2 power PCs next to each other playing the Xbox. And he was like, how are you going to get these 2 PCs into a little box like that? They said, it'll be fine. I'm still like, it'll be fine, we'll work it out. And then they release it, and obviously they get overheating issues and all these sorts of issues they have when it came out. You're like, yeah, because it wasn't 2 PCs. It wasn't like it was a single PC. It was actually 2 tower PCs. Yeah.
So these big power PCs next to each other.
So it explains the original Xbox was massive, wasn't it? I had one that was ridiculously heavy.
Yep.
So I had upstairs, yeah. And you can understand why, because there's a massive amount of cooling and hardware going on there.
And yeah, the Duke was massive because they didn't have time to shrink the circuit board.
That's right, yeah.
So they kind of just put together a circuit board and slapped a cover on it, going, oh, there we go,
It'll be
done.
fine. No one will
Yeah,
notice.
Everyone has giant hands, don't they?
Yeah, there's some good stuff in there. I'll bring up the list of what they talked about.
Yeah, it's been really cool to see. The best part, in my opinion, the strongest part of the Xbox 20 was that little segment they did with the real life friends made on Xbox Live.
Yes.
I mean, it was only 3 stories, but just those 3 stories shows the power of playing games with people. Just you're sitting down, you're relaxed, you're talking smack, you're just having fun, and that's the best environment in which to get to know someone, become friends. It doesn't matter that they're on the other side of the world. It doesn't matter that they just headshotted you in Halo, for instance. You know?
Or didn't actually help you when you died. Yeah.
Yeah. Or ran up to your body and teabagged you, but you're on the same team.
Yes. Well, that's fair.
You're like, oh, was I that bad? But that segment was, for me, the shining moment of Xbox 20, just showing over 20 years the amount of relationships formed, the impacts on society that it's had.
Our podcast wouldn't exist if it wasn't for Xbox as well, which is kind of cool. And that whole community we built on Discord wouldn't exist as well.
None of this would be existing if it wasn't for Xbox.
Yeah.
I mean,
And I liked, there was one Twitter I shared that Twitter with you, about that guy that said he was on the original team.
yeah,
And he just said, you lot buying it is actually the whole thing, because you were the one who took the risk buying it, because it didn't exist. And then people were actually buying this box, which no one knew about. And there was Halo and there was Forza, and that was probably about it, wasn't it? I think it wasn't a huge amount of games out at the time.
No, it wasn't. And yeah, the fact, like that Seamus Bleakley, he's actually really good on Twitter, because he goes into the background and the in-depth of what it was like back then. And he basically said, without Xbox, he wouldn't be where he is today. He's no longer with Microsoft. He moved on after the original Xbox released. And he goes, it was probably one of the hardest things he's ever done, is actually building the Xbox and releasing it. But the fact that people went out, bought it, and, just blindly bought it because they saw Halo.
I bought it for Halo. That's the only reason I bought it.
And here we are, 20 years later, jumping into Halo again. You know,
Yeah, good point.
it's incredible. Been most of my life has been with Xbox around.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah, the Story of Xbox is what it's called. It comes out on December 13th, which is a 6-part thing for Netflix, I think.
that's really cool.
It is. Yeah, I didn't know anything about it as well. There's 70 backwards compatible games coming out on Xbox.
yeah, 76.
Pain, and it's over 70. Yeah, 76.
Star Wars.
Oh, lots of Star Wars not to play.
Even the 50 Cent game is coming out as backward compat.
Avatar: The Last Airbender, The Burning Earth. Is that the really bad game?
Yeah, that's the one that if it's on your gamer tag, you should feel ashamed for living.
I'm going to buy it because it always comes on sale and it's a really easy 1,000 points.
Oh no.
There's an Oddworld game in there as well.
Dead or Alive 3. I think I had that on Xbox, OG Xbox, I think.
Man.
Yep. Fear, all the Fear games. Lego Lord of the Rings. That game's incredible. No, seriously, this is the best Lord of the Rings game, Lego game ever. The Lord of the Rings
No,
one.
it's not.
Yes, it is.
No,
you are wrong.
it's not.
You are incorrect. No, it is. You should
No,
play it.
it's
It's
not.
amazing.
I will play it,
Play it.
and
I'm
then I'll
going to-
let you know.
Buy it again though, because I had it on CD and I sold my Xbox, my 360, and give it away. This is the one me and the kids played all the time. Like the kids just were obsessed with this game, kept playing it over and over again.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, that's so good.
When you re-get it, I do expect you to 100% it.
Oh, really? I don't think I will because it's difficult and hurts. There's a lot to it. It's not a quick playthrough, that game, and it's a 360 as well. So
Yeah.
all the achievements were really difficult.
Yeah, no, I know. I still need to jump back into Lego Star Wars because I played that on the PlayStation 2.
Yeah, see, it's better than Lego Star Wars.
No.
Yeah, you're wrong.
Is it dubbed? Do they speak or do they mime?
No, I think it's miming. I don't think there's much
Oh.
speaking going on.
Okay, then I
I do remember Gandalf gets his own dancing, spinning globe thing at one point to dance to, which is quite cool.
a disco ball.
A disco ball, that's what it's called, yeah.
Okay, so if it's miming, I will keep an open
I'm
mind.
sure it's miming. I can't remember. I played this game when it
Yeah.
came out and sold my Xbox in 2013, so yeah. Max Payne games, which is cool. Mortal Kombat Originals, DC. MX versus ATV Alive and Untamed.
Oh, Alive and Untamed. Are those two separate games or is that one game?
That's 2 games.
Man.
Don't you know your series, your MX and ATV series? Wow.
Oh, that old chestnut. Can't say I remember it.
Nier. Is that a Nier Ultima, but the first one is on Nier?
Yeah, I
It
think
could
so.
be.
Okay. Resident Evil, Raccoon City. Ridge Racer 6. Wow.
Man, that's going old school.
It is, isn't it? SpongeBob games. Star Wars, Starfighter, Special Edition, Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, Clone Wars, and Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Outcast.
I like how you just gloss over SpongeBob.
I
Like,
don't
come
understand.
on.
I don't know what to say about SpongeBob.
Where is your taste? Do you not have any tastes?
I've not played it. Can you please? Viva Pinata though. Can you please tell me about SpongeBob? What happens in it?
Oh, well, I haven't played it either, but I mean, come on.
I was expecting a full review.
No, that's for the SpongeBob podcast that I'm doing later on.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. You what do you call it? Moonlighting.
Moonlighting on a SpongeBob podcast. We get really into the lore of SpongeBob.
I'm sure you do. Do you get dressed up? I like to see you get dressed up. Do you dress up as Patrick?
Oh, yeah, because I live under a rock.
Okay. So Red Notice got an advert in there, which was weird.
Yeah, the Red Notice advert was very strange.
I went on the website. It's a bit odd. Although there was free stuff, so I signed up anyway, because, you know. I'm poor.
That's Lee in a nutshell, isn't it? It was
stuff.
free stuff. I signed up anyway.
Halo live action series.
Yeah, this
We
looks awesome.
saw his back and his head.
Oh, yeah, and he's got some cool scars on his back.
Yes, looks like he's been worked on or something.
Yeah.
I actually watched a really weird Halo Infinite CD video thingy today, where they were singing in a mine.
Like
What?
the dwarves.
No, not like dwarves.
Halo dwarves.
You're Spartan. You're a bit short for a Spartan.
That's amazing. I love it. Halo dwarves. No. That's incredible. No, it wasn't at all like that. It was a new one. It was all exciting. People were very excited. The Lightbringers. Have you not seen this?
The Lightbringers.
Okay, well.
No. You need to tell us this. What is the what is the
So
Lightbringer?
basically, I think it's the guys that designed the suits and the sacrifices that they made.
Oh, yeah, these are like the Forerunners or something, aren't they?
Lightbringers.
Lightbringers, something.
Well, it says Lightbringers on the YouTube sign, so
Oh, well, fine then.
yeah. So then there's a whole bunch of minor guys. I would put sound on, but we'll probably get pulled, which would be annoying in the middle of the podcast. But there's a whole bunch of guys here, and it's in real life as well. It's not audio. Can you see the video or not?
Yeah, watching the video now.
So it says that they're getting bombed at the time they're doing this, but they have to get this important mineral out for the suit.
Ah, yeah, for the Molyneux armor.
Yeah, look at you and your words.
Oh yeah, is that like Mandalorian armor?
Yes, pretty much. Interesting. Which came first?
Is it made of adamantium?
No.
No? Why not? I heard it's really strong.
It is that maybe this should be told.
Actually,
Someone
you're
should have a
right.
word.
Oh,
Someone should
word.
let them know.
Yeah, I'll email them. Halo at Microsoft or something.
Isn't it hello at Halo?
Hello at Halo. Halo at Halo.
Hello at Halo.
Okay, cool. So no one's seen this. You should watch it because there's a whole singing thing going on.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Cool.
It's very moving.
Give it a watch.
Give it a watch.
Very
I
cool.
feel like you're taking the mickey at me. Halo Infinite. The symphony did a Halo music live in Sydney. Were you
awesome.
there? Did you watch it?
Well, no, we weren't there, but we could hear it.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. It was actually really cool because they did the whole thing. They had like a choir singing and music playing, and then Halo footage going on. It was pretty cool. It was a good
Yeah,
job.
it was. And the way that organized the orchestra within like the Halo.
Oh yeah, that's right. When they zoomed out. Yeah.
Yeah,
was cool.
very cool.
I just hit the fly.
Oh, well done. You're like a Japanese karate master now.
I would need my chopsticks to kill it, obviously, but
Okay, no, I had a question before this turns into a new news episode. Kyle, I know Lee's only jumped into Halo Infinite for a couple seconds, but Kyle played a bit today. What's your squad size?
I was just playing with 4 people, so me and 3 bots.
Oh yeah, okay, cool.
So
That's
yeah, 4
fine. I
people.
just want to keep that in the back of my mind for when we play with real people.
Well, yeah, we'll play as ourselves. Like there'll be 4
I
of
don't
us.
want to play as myself. I'm rubbish at Halo. I don't want to play as myself.
Well,
I'll play somebody else.
It's
Can
a
I
bit
play
late
as
for that now.
Shadowless Edge?
I don't know if he's very good. I'll be Matty.
No, Shadowless Edge is 100%ed the Master Chief edition, remember?
Ah,
Yeah.
what?
I know.
Does that man not sleep or work?
Thanks, Paul.
Patience of Steel.
Our patience is steel. Okay. Do you think he gets someone to play for him?
No.
I was going to say something interesting.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. It's gone now.
Was it about Halo?
Probably.
Was it about the orchestra?
No.
Was it about squad sizes?
Ah, yes, it was actually because there's 12v12 too.
Yes,
Oh, cool.
Yeah. See, it was relevant.
we can jump in and not be the most useless people.
Exactly. We can be 11th, 10th, and 9th. There's always someone worse than you everywhere you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
Well, it is for me.
I'm trying to think what game I always come last. Probably Star Wars Battlefront.
But no one plays that game anymore. It's okay.
Only the good people play.
Yeah, the bots.
They're all bots. Yeah, exactly. Pay to play.
Hey,
Oh yeah, Halo Infinite multiplayer's out today. Who knew? They kept that secret, didn't they?
very cool.
Very cool. Very
And
cool. I like
unfortunately-
surprises like that.
Yeah, that's
It wasn't a surprise though, really.
It was for me.
Oh,
I woke
okay.
up and went, what?
What? Did you jump straight in and start playing?
No.
Oh.
I just thought, man, I don't keep up with the news at all.
Oh no, I kind of there was news about this about 3 or 4 days ago, wasn't there? I think it was when I first saw
Yeah,
it.
it kind of
Oh,
leaked
yeah.
a bit, and then it was
'Cause
pulled, and then
They
people were
pulled.
going,
They
"Maybe."
pulled. What they did is they pulled the release date off the multiplayer. And they
Yeah,
were like, oh right, okay, so it's coming out on Monday then. It's like,
and then the next time someone went to check the multiplayer, they changed it back to the 8th of December.
oh, I didn't realize they changed it back again.
Yeah, they changed it back, so it was very much like a whoopsie.
Oh, you noticed? Oh, the internet is watching.
Yeah, just a bit.
Yes, and the whole thing was all about you, the players, wasn't it? Constantly about you, the players.
Yeah, you are the center of it all.
Yeah.
Not very good if you're a narcissist. Because you'll be sitting there going, "Yes, I am. I am the
That's
center
correct.
of it all."
As you stroke
Thank
my
you,
cat.
Paul. Oh, so good.
That's it.
So, yeah, with this being a Game Face episode, let's actually talk about what we've been playing.
Wow. Okay.
I know, something
well,
different for a change.
We've already been talking for an hour, so I've got 2 games. So I'll start.
Okay, yep, you go.
Okay, so I started a small indie game called Beyond Eyes.
Ah, I've heard about this.
Lee's played this game. He played it for April Achievement Challenge, either this year or the year before.
I like how Lee's heard about it, and yet he's playing
I'd
it.
forgotten I'd played it, so that's awesome. Thank you, Simone, for reminding me.
So you play as this girl who went blind after an accident.
Yes.
Yes,
It's really
and
cool. Really cool
What
game.
happens is you walk through the world, and the entire world is blank white until you start walking, and then the foliage, walls, and stuff gets created around you.
The sound makes this images.
Yes, that's right. So if you hear a fountain in the distance, you will see a bit of a fountain, but not everything is as it seems. For example, one of the early examples is you hear a fountain, and then when you get close, you realize it's actually a drain.
That's right.
It's not as pretty as you're imagining. I think it's done really well. She wanders around like you've seen blind people do. So they've obviously, the model that they use, someone knows a blind person and how they touch the world around them. And while you walk near a fence, she'll put her one arm out and she'll touch it as she walks past. What's quite neat is sometimes something will happen. Sometimes you'll know that there's a tree there, but it's only when you're right up against the tree do you all of a sudden a wall appears.
Yes. Yeah,
because you've just touched it. You basically banged into it. So the story behind this is so she's blind, but she befriends this cat that visits her house.
Well, doesn't it show you her getting blind, doesn't it? Doesn't she have sight at the beginning as a little video and then she's...
Correct,
Something
yeah. So I
happens,
think
yeah.
there's a fireworks accident.
I couldn't remember.
And she
Yeah,
loses her
okay.
sight. So yeah, there's a cat that she befriends, and the cat stops visiting her at some point. So she goes off on a mission, leaves her house to try and find the cat.
Okay.
Like I said, it's done really well. The whole game's very consistent. There's no talking, except for occasionally she'll call out the cat's name.
That's right.
There's a tiny little bit of reading, but otherwise you just walk everywhere and discover the world around you. There's only 5 chapters or so, and there's chapter select as well. There's one strange side mission for an achievement that makes no sense at all, given the fact that she's blind. And that's that you walk over a bridge and you pick a flower and you toss it over the bridge into the water, and it flows down and gets stuck on a rock. Now you wander down to where it gets stuck on a rock and you kick it with your foot to get it going again. And I mean, it's pretty obvious that she's nearly completely blind, legally blind, I would say. So how did she know it got stuck on the rock is my only question. But otherwise, it's a really sweet game. I would suggest if you're an achievement hunter, play it with a walkthrough. The side achievements, they're small and you don't want to have to go back into the chapter and redo it because you can only walk.
Yeah,
And
so I played it through once and then went back and did the achievements afterwards because it's actually a really short game. It's such a short little game.
It is short. It's 1 to 2 hours.
Yeah.
I'm finding the fact that I can only walk a bit annoying. It was fine the first playthrough because it made sense.
Yeah.
But now I want to get it done. And so the fact that I can only walk and sometimes I have to backtrack is a bit frustrating. But
I
you're
remember getting
supposed
lost, looking for a train line. I think I was looking for the tunnel for the chain line. I couldn't find it. That was annoying.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Later on in the chapters, in the first couple of chapters, where you've been stays with you, so you can go back and you can see, okay, there's a tree there, there's a tree there. The tree stays there. In the later chapters, they disappear as you walk. So it's really easy to get lost in the later chapters. And
Have you completed
hard.
it?
Story-wise, yep.
Yep. It's very sad, isn't it?
It is sad.
It's a really sad game.
It's incredible. I thought she doesn't die, for the record.
No.
But there is a scene where she has to cross a road. And I'm thinking, my word, there are cars buzzing around here. Where is this girl's parents?
That's right, yeah.
But it doesn't really matter because where the girl's parents are is not really part of the story. So, yeah. And there's a sweet moment where she's afraid of a lot of loud noises.
There's a dog.
And it's part of the puzzle that you can't go in certain areas because there's gulls there or there's dogs barking. But it's missable, but you can overcome your fear of dogs. And it lets you, it makes certain parts of the rest of the game a bit easier if you do overcome your fear of dogs. I didn't do it in my first playthrough. I missed that opportunity. I stayed fearful of dogs the whole way through.
Okay.
Yeah. So she's not a fan of gulls and crows as well, and barking dogs.
It's very well done. You should play it, Carl. It's good. It is very well done.
It is very well
I don't know. You've just told me it's sad. So
Oh, no,
I
it's
don't
definitely
know
sad.
I don't know whether I want to now.
Kyle, it's a story about a blind girl. It's not going to be sad.
Yeah, no, it starts off sad because she loses her sight within the first minute. Then you're like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
this is great.
And she has no friends.
It could be a game about a blind girl learning to play piano. A fun, exciting, uplifting, positive game.
Yes, could be.
It is a positive, uplifting game.
Is it?
You just got to play it, Kyle.
Yeah, Carl.
I'll try play it at some point.
Oh, I should state this. If you don't already own this game, you've missed your opportunity. It's no longer on the store, so you have to have bought it.
But I feel
Luckily,
like
I
it was
did.
cheap.
It
I
was.
bought it.
It was cheap.
Yeah.
I bought it when I was on sale, like a week before it got taken off the store, or at least got announced that it was being taken off the store. So yeah.
It's a goodie. It's a good little indie game.
It is. It's really clever. It's really nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, I played that for the TA score. But like I said, when you're impatient and you are trying to get achievements and enjoy the story, walking everywhere, places you've been before, is a bit frustrating, especially because we were dropping below the line and I needed achievements now.
Yeah, that was hard.
We need to talk about that.
We will.
Yeah.
Okay.
What have you been playing, Lee?
A little game came out on Tuesday,
And that's
and
all
that was
you've
it.
been playing?
Basically, I'm done.
Ali, I must ask, I know that you felt pressure to get certain achievements, but have you been enjoying it?
Well, it's very similar to Forza Horizon 4,
Okay.
so it's the same sort of thing again.
Okay.
I feel like they've fine-tuned it slightly. They've made it less complicated. Like the screen menu system on Forza 4 was ridiculous after a while. Like all the extra buttons and stuff. So I feel like they've simplified all that. Yeah, it's Forza. It's Forza. There's lots of stuff to do. It's Forza. It's cool. Yeah, they've done a good job. Some of the racing's quite cool. Like the racing against planes and stuff. That's always quite good fun. They do that quite well. Everything's
Here's a
longer.
question.
Yes.
For the DLC, in number 3 we got Hot Wheels, number 4 we got Lego. What do they have left? I have suggested Barbie
Oh, nice.
cars. I can't think of anything else that it could be.
So we're thinking of something that's like an advertisement for somebody else, basically. Is that what you're thinking?
Probably children something.
To do with cars.
Whoa, what about monster trucks?
Oh, that'll be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool.
They have monster trucks in them. There's actually
Do
one
they?
of the missions which is racing against 2 monster trucks, and then you get to drive them. And someone was broken though, because every time I accelerated, I wouldn't go forward; it would just sit there. And then I reversed, and it would go. And then I'd press accelerator, and then it would go. And I had like 3 minutes to go knock all the stuff down. I
Okay,
spent
no.
2 minutes of it sat still.
I'll tell you why.
Right.
Monster trucks run on testosterone.
Oh,
If you're not manly enough, they don't go
is
forwards.
that the problem? Okay, I'll go back and be more manly then. Thank you, Simone.
Just
Thank you for that tip.
you gotta like
Do I have to
growl at
grow?
the TV.
Yeah, growl more. Okay,
Yeah,
be
yeah.
more Viking maybe.
Also, I think scientifically, one of the fastest ways to increase your testosterone is to chop down a tree.
Ah, okay. With
Yeah,
your
with
bare
that.
hands and your face.
Yeah, just karate chop it in half.
I know what do they say in Monty Python? Must chop down the largest tree with, and he holds up a fish.
Okay, so I need a fish.
I don't remember it.
No, I don't remember it.
I think you floundered that one, Kyle.
Yeah, I couldn't remember what he says, but I know he holds up a fish, and the task is to chop down the largest tree in the forest with a fish.
Brilliant.
So yes, Forza Horizon 5. There's no fish. It just feels like Forza. It's kind of weird. It just feels like Forza again. Yeah. I wouldn't say I'm completely blown away by it because it's just Forza again. Like it's just called Drive Random. The
It's good
environment.
that you like the franchise so much.
the
Otherwise,
franchise.
you might find it boring.
Yes. I did
Okay.
actually drive up one hill and I was like, I swear this is the same hill I've driven up on Forza 4. And one of the off-road ones. I was like, it feels very... Because it's very much like the UK. The colour of it's very much like the UK. Other than there's some desert and there are volcanoes, but a lot of it is kind of like green and roads.
Okay.
Yeah, everything's longer. All the races are way longer.
Interesting.
The gauntlet, I think it took me 14 minutes or something. And I had to
Wow.
pause it after a while because I was
Wow.
going, I need to stop for a few minutes because 40 minutes is a long time. Because I was racing in like the stupidest, fastest car I could get. And of course, you have to kind of hang on every corner because it just,
Yeah.
So I was a bit exhausted
You have
doing
to
that.
stay concentrating the whole time, and that can be tiring.
Yeah, especially when they keep driving into me. And they were being like, it was annoying because I was driving and the guy was in front of me for the whole time at the same distance. And I'm sure they slowed down at the end because as soon as it came near the end, I was catching on him really quickly. I was like, what's going on here? And then I overtook him like within, 10 meters of the line or something. I was like, this feels like they've let me win here. This is really odd.
Wow.
Yeah, but he was ahead of me the whole time at the same distance. No matter how fast I drove, he was always the same distance in front of me until the end when I caught up with him. Like,
Oh, amazing.
that's really interesting.
That's almost annoying, actually.
Yeah.
It makes you doubt.
Weird. Yeah, it was really weird. Especially when I race normally and I normally win. Because what I've been doing, because you've got to take pictures of 200 cars. So every race I do a different car. And most times these cars are not souped up because I just want to race. Because when you take the first drive off, you take a picture of all the cars because they're always different.
Yeah.
And they're rubbish cars I'm driving in. And I'm still winning. And then I come to the gauntlet, like the fastest car I possibly can get. And I'm not winning. I'm like, well, wait a minute. This is something odd going on here. Yeah. But it's like all the, what do they call them? The showcase events. You're never quite in the front, are you, when you're racing them?
Yeah.
You're always
It's
last.
It's always the last bit where you kind of just win by the skin of your teeth in
Yep.
those showcase events.
So all 4 events I've won, all 4 events I won by a nose. And I'm literally leaning forward in my seat going, I just won them. And like going, did I win? And you have to wait for a second while it does the animation that goes first. I'm like, oh, go for that. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yes. It's been interesting trying to get the achievements though. I've been in proper achievement hunting.
Yeah.
I've got, how many did I get? I was looking just now. I've got 32 achievements in that game
That's
great.
pretty good
in a
going.
week. Yeah.
Jeez, this is what happens when Lee actually tries.
That's right. Yes.
It's impressive.
Good job.
Yeah. So that was good. It's good. It is fun. It's cool. I think it'll be more fun once I get, now I'm not achievement hunting so much. I think it'll be more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you can just sit back, relax, and enjoy it.
I am pretty chill playing because what I do is I just drive until I hit a race and then do that race and then drive to another race. I've just been literally just driving. If I see a new race, I go and drive it. There's no particular plan currently. And if I happen to go past and a board, I'll knock it over. I'm just kind of just doing that and
Just meandering.
just meandering around. And of course, driving because you want to get all the roads. So you have to drive everywhere currently.
Oh, yep.
I've got like 470 roads or something out of 580. So I'm getting there.
Jeez. Getting there slowly.
Yeah. It's fun. I don't see that many people pop up that high. Like I'm reasonably high in the levels, though, which is nice. I'm like level 60 odd already. Yeah.
Good job.
It's good. It's fun. It's Forza. You drive around. You race other cars.
Amazing.
Yeah. The drifting's easier.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, way easier. I was driving my transit van because there's one of the things where you have to drive up a hill, do a jump for a certain distance in a transit van. So I was on my way to the transit van. I went through a drift zone. I thought, oh yeah, I'll just give it a bit of a stick, and I'd managed to drift it and get like 40,000 points and 2 gold stars. And I was like, wait a minute, this doesn't happen in transit vans, all for me. So maybe
nice.
they heard me. Maybe they heard me complaining about drifting.
I like just set the drifting mode to easy for
Yes,
me.
that's right. Just take it off. Because normally you have to go right. I take it into manual gears. I turn off all the what do you call it? The brakes.
Yep.
Turn
The
everything to manual. Take off
traction.
all the what do you call it?
TRC or whatever.
Yes, traction control. Turn all that off.
Yep.
Put in second gear, rev it, and then go around the thing and crash lots. So
Yep.
yes, yep,
Oh,
that's
amazing.
good. So when are you jumping in then? You two.
Maybe next year.
What?
Yeah, I've still got to go through the Ascent and Psychonauts 2 and
Oh, hit me up when you do the Ascents.
cool, we'll do.
There's actually new content dropping for that as well this week or next week.
Ooh, okay, that's exciting.
Yeah, I think it was Ascent. Something's happening. Anyway,
Something's happening.
I'm sure something's happening. Okay, cool. That's me. Forza Horizon. It's good.
Yeah.
Nice.
8 million people playing, so people like it.
Yeah, just a bit.
Multiplayer is broken though.
Yeah. Seems a bit odd to break something that was working so well in number 4.
I think it's just people.
No, just
Too many?
Too many people, yeah. Because I noticed when I was driving around all week, there's been hardly any cars driving around. Like, you know, when you get the normal cars, been hardly any. And then yesterday playing, I noticed there was way more than normal. And I thought, oh, maybe they're actually slowly bringing stuff in. Once the servers can handle it, they're bringing on extra cars and bringing on extra stuff.
Oh, yeah, makes sense.
Because I jumped in and played arcade, and it was me and another guy. I was like, wait a minute, there's supposed to be, 5 million people playing at this point. And there's me and another guy playing arcade. Really? I don't think that sounds very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. Who's next? Kyle?
Well, keeping on the Forza bandwagon, I've been going through the Lego Speed Champions in Forza Horizon 4. And that is so fun. It's got some really good Lego humor in it. You know, just that stupid Lego humor.
Yep.
So in the intro of the game, it shows you a screen with the vista of coming into the Lego Valley, and your car is there, and your car's the Lego car, and it revs, and it, you know, what you're expecting is it to drive into the screen, and then you're into the valley, and you're driving and racing in the valley, and the car revs and drives forward and hits into a wall and goes.
It's like
And
cool
it was-
sound effects, isn't it? That game.
It's so good. It's so fun. Just absolute pure Lego humor, just absolutely ridiculous. And even Simone said, how are they going to explain this? And their explanation was pretty much, how cool is Lego Valley? And you're like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I suppose this is a thing that happens.
Yep.
There's
Like,
tons of achievements, isn't there, as well?
Yeah, so many. So I've been doing what you've been doing, just meandering around doing all the races in Lego Valley for this TA thing that we've been doing. And yeah, been having heaps of fun in Lego. It's lots of fun. And the way that they just don't explain anything of why it's happening, they're just like, just do it.
It's just Lego.
Yep.
And then the Ferrari race where they go, well, when you get the Sienna, I think it is, and they go, there's people on our social media who say this isn't real. Go drive it to show it's real. And you're like, okay,
Okay.
how's that going to work? And then when you win the race, the guy goes, oh, that actually worked. I hadn't expected it to. But good, cool. You get to keep it now. Good job. So funny.
How are you doing with the bricks? Have you noticed lots of bricks to collect for all the little
Wow.
mini challenges that you got to do?
Oh, man, my word. I've given up trying to track them, and I've just been doing the races and just unlocking bricks as things happen. And I'll start hunting the bricks a bit later, I think, because there's so many.
There's too much. So I've done it. I've got quite a few hours in that game, and I got to a point where I just couldn't do it because there's one last thing to do, like what is it? I think it's the alien spaceship or something. You get at the last. Yeah. I can't get enough bricks. I can't do this anymore. Just not enough.
I'm done.
Because it's like knock over 10. What was one of them? Like flower pots or something like that. And there's all these different random things you have to do.
Yeah, it's very strange. And you're driving through a forest and there's ghosts, and the guy goes, "Ooh, ghosts! Never mind, they're just Lego ghosts."
Yeah.
And the town's
Cool.
pretty cool as well. The town's pretty cool looking. Lego
Yeah.
town's pretty cool.
And all the Lego people jumping up and down.
Yeah.
Very fun. Very stupid. It's great. It's exactly what Forza needed, in my opinion. Just something stupid, fun, makes no sense, and bright and colorful.
Yeah,
Yep.
definitely.
And then you put it onto the Everything is Awesome radio station
Oh, yep.
for about 15 minutes before you decide to turn off all radio stations. Just, I'm done. No more music, please.
This is not awesome.
Not when you hear it for the 30th time.
Have you played it much, Simone?
Lego.
Yeah, the Lego. All the
No.
Forza 4.
Forza 4, yes, I
Yeah,
have.
Okay.
Quite a bit achievement hunting in there. Lego is on my to-play list. When I was working out when I was strategizing for TA score challenge, it's on the list. But I worked out that it wouldn't give me enough achievements per hour for it to be.
Yeah, it's hard. As you know, Carl, it's hard as well. Like I think it starts off reasonably easy, but I don't know how many points are actually worth a lot of the achievements you get to begin with. Yeah, because you said you were going to give me a few to do, then you're like, oh, yeah, it doesn't really work out. You had it on my list, didn't you? Have it on the list of me where you were going, oh, you could do some Lego stuff, but
I did, and you very quickly said, "Oh, but they're all hard."
yeah,
So I decided to not mention it again.
Well, if you see something that are easy to do, I'll do them, but I don't think there's that many. I've already spent a bunch of time in there trying to do achievement hunting.
Yeah, and that's fine.
Yeah.
I hadn't looked for you. No.
Okay. All right. I'm still waiting for that list of you. The things to do.
No, I chose not to be a dictator. I'm not going to be.
Okay. Interesting.
Yep. No.
Nope, just nope.
Nope. No dictating
Nope.
today.
No. We're going to stay friends.
Okay.
Good idea.
Alrighty.
Simone?
Okay. So my last game is I started the. Did you get him?
Lee's getting excited.
Little bugger.
I started one of the DLCs for Control called AWE, which stands for Altered World Event. So neither of you have played Control, is that right?
Correct.
Okay. So an Altered World Event is basically something super weird that happened on a big scale. So the entire premise of Control is weird stuff happens, and there's this it's not a company, it might be government funded, called the Bureau of Control, Federal Bureau of Control, and they analyze weird stuff and weird events.
1 second. Well, Carl, why are you laughing? What's going on? Can you please tell the class?
No, because I know where the story's going. So it's great.
Okay.
So the story of AWE actually includes a lot of Alan Wake stuff.
Oh, yes.
So he's a very important character in this DLC.
Now, I thought that the AWE expansion stood for Alan Wake Experience.
Turns out it doesn't, but I think it's a very good acronym anyway. When Carl told me that last night, I thought it was very funny.
Did you think about it for ages? To go, I've got some. Oh, wait a minute. I've got this. 1 second. Let me just.
He said it without hesitation, which
Wow.
was really, really impressive.
You make it sound like it doesn't ever happen.
Oh, it's amazing.
It was good. It was like he wrote it.
I came up with it. That's what I thought it stood for.
I read it on the internet.
Well, maybe I tweeted it.
So I will tell you though that I'm this close to finishing it. However, the final boss is really hard. It's Fallen Order hard.
Oof.
So it has at least 2 phases that I know of. The first phase is quite difficult. In the first place, I think I've died several times. And when I realized there was more than one phase, it wasn't long before I died. So you get his health all the way down. Then he decides actually he wants the light off.
Oh.
And that's because light damages him. So he turns all the lights off, and he damages you when you're in the darkness.
Oh, it's Alan Wake.
So,
That's literally Alan Wake.
oh, okay. The weird stuff. The boss is not Alan Wake, just for the record.
No, but that's how you play Alan Wake. So to stop him harassing you, you get a light. That's why you see a picture of him with a torch.
Oh, yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, second phase of this boss is he turns all the lights off, and you have to repair them as quickly as possible and stay in the light while you do it. But he has, in the meantime, recovered back to full health.
Ooh.
And you smack him around. You bring the lights back on, and you smack him around a bit, and then he turns them off again. So it's really grindy and a lot of risk. So I'm just dying all the time. If he gets close to you and he teleports, he'll suck the life out of you till you die. You can't get away.
Not very nice.
Not very nice at all. So yeah, I've got the final boss to go. Now the part that Carl's laughing about is I was a bit slack in looking up all the achievements, and there's one for destroying 80% of the altered vending machines. And all of a sudden, some weird stuff made sense. Sometimes I'd be in a battle, not a boss battle, just a battle with a lot of enemies, and there would be a vending machine that would run across the room. Now, if you've ever played Control, it's not that weird, but most of the weird stuff that goes on doesn't really move by itself. But this is a vending machine, and it's got 4 corners, and it very speedily waddles from one side of the room to the other, very excitedly during these battles. And I thought, well, that's weird. And then after the battle's done, I can't really find it, but I haven't looked around. I just thought it was, the furniture's getting really excited. Turns out I need to try and destroy them.
So can you go back and destroy them, or do you have to? Have you missed
You
your
just come
chance?
across them.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
I can go back, but I don't know where to find them because I
Maybe they're
haven't
all in
been
a
looking
cupboard.
out.
Maybe hiding in a cupboard somewhere, having a convention.
From what I understand, if they're sitting there, there's a 50-50 chance about whether they're just a normal vending machine or a special one.
Possessed.
So the idea is just to smash them all and see which one gets excited.
Now you're busy.
There's a podcast title I've ever heard one.
Now you're busy shooting enemies in the head, and a vending machine runs past. And Simone goes, "Oh yeah, that's Control. This is pretty normal."
I mean, it was really funny, but it wasn't.
You weren't threatened.
wasn't-
You weren't feeling threatened, so you didn't feel like you had to go and attack them.
It didn't come at me at all. It was just literally from one side of the room to the other. And then there's a lot going on as well. I'm not very good at the game, so I'm concentrating really hard on
not to
shooting the
die.
enemies.
Yeah.
I want to say that once it reaches the one side of the room, it turns around and runs back again. But and I might have a video, but if I don't, I'll take one next time I see it.
Strangest thing I've ever heard. You're busy fighting for your life, and this vending machine just wanders across the road going, "Ah!"
Lee is probably looking up a YouTube video.
Yes.
Trying to find these vending machines.
Hopefully it's a funny one. In my mind, it's very funny, but
Oh yeah.
There you go. You found something. Funny.
So yeah, like I said, I am very close.
Oh, he blew it up.
That's hilarious.
There's various, as you can see in that video, there's various outfits you can choose from. I haven't unlocked very many. I've only got 4, but I've picked the pajamas, which I think they're like prison pajamas. And I like them because they crack me up.
I think. Is it going to move? No, didn't like that one. Checked
No.
out, turned away.
Yeah, got to look at all the vending machines now.
Yeah.
Imagine that, like, you're busy trying to survive, fight for your life, and now you can't even trust vending machines.
Come on, we need better.
Crazy,
we need better
right?
running around.
Yeah,
I've
absolutely.
seen one moving, one static one. It's boring.
Oh, amazing.
Do they have to feel threatened before they move, do they?
Like I said, I've only encountered them by accident so far.
Oh,
Vending machines.
there's another one. No.
Amazing. So yeah, running around with vending machines is always fun.
Yeah. Is that the rest of our games?
Yeah, I believe so. I believe we've just been grinding achievements, trying to stay in on the G stack. the True Achievements achievement score challenge thing, whatever it's called.
Okay, so shall I chat about it quickly?
Yes. Tell everyone about our first week.
So last night, 2:00 Australian time, 4:00 New Zealand time was the cutoff time for period 1. So that's the very first week of the competition. They eliminated some 100 teams, and we were going to be part of that group of eliminated teams. However, we decided to use our bonus, which gives us a free 1,500 points, which got us above the line. I went to bed at 10 o'clock, hoping that we were okay for the next 4 hours, and we made it through to the second week.
We actually did right in the end, didn't we?
We actually did.
We were like 300 or 400 points over, weren't we, in the end?
Yes, we were. We wouldn't have survived without the bonus. And we did have a good chat because we were pretty tired. We were pretty over the competition at that point.
Oh my God.
We were trying to decide whether we should use the bonus and this last week will be our
Sell
fun
my
run.
Xbox.
Just
I'm
start
done.
hunting trophies instead.
Use the bonus, and then week 2 will just be our fun run, or whether we were actually going to bow out in week 1 because we were so sick of it. But we decided to use the bonus. Week 2 now is just for fun. We're not going hard because I'll admit getting through to week 2 was harder than we expected.
Well, last time we did it by accident, basically.
We did, which was surprising. I'm not sure how that happened, but yeah, I was definitely too optimistic. My word. So as we stand right now, the cutoff positions 535 and below will be eliminated. Currently, we are 593. That's only 84 TA difference away from the elimination line, which is not bad.
No, it's fine. That's okay. We can do 84
it is.
points. Yeah.
It's fine. So, but then again, this week we're not freaking out about it. We're just going to play for fun because I don't know, man. I was tired and grumpy, and I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore.
No.
Too stressful. I was getting stress headaches.
I kept looking
work.
at it. I was constantly checking, especially when I'd get us like 200 points ahead, and I'd be like, okay, and then I'll just slowly watch it dwindle over the next hour or two. I'm like, oh wow.
It's so depressing because you're so proud of. I got a really high. I think I got an achievement that was worth 100, and I'm really proud of myself.
98. Well, aces high. Cleared 3 aces off the board in the sequence.
Yeah, that's interesting. It was 100 at the time, and then it started to
now.
decay during the week. So, Lee, interestingly enough, I don't know if you've had a look at our points so far for this day, but what's the opposite of decay? Increase?
Increase?
You've had a score increase in the last 24 hours. Yeah, you've got 3 points. So one of the achievements, maybe people are still starting Forza, so your hard achievements are maintaining their worth.
Oh, because there's so many people trying.
Yeah.
Oh, so I can just sit back this week then.
Yes, you can.
I got some beauties last week. I got like 263 points.
Absolutely.
137, 192. I was like, right, okay. That was when I just decided, right, I'm going to get these big ones now, and then I'm done. I think that was my kind of. I think I hit F5 or something one day, and got to about 900 above, and I thought I can't do any more now. I'm done.
Yeah, and I mean, watching you get those points, I know I was excited for the competition, but watching you get those points, I'm thinking, poor Lee, like, is he as stressed as I am? Because this feels really, really unfair to him. So, just for fun, I know this is a long episode, and you guys will probably have to decide if you're still going to do new news, but I did want to read out some of these team names.
Oh, go for it, yeah.
So, there's a team that's 2 points, that's 2 places above us, called the Cheeky Chivo Boys.
The Cheeky Chivos.
The Cheeky Chivo Boys.
There's a team that's 4 places below us called the TA team, which I thought
Can I view these? Do I have to click on something? I want you to.
You've got the leaderboard. Now we've got one team that's in 578th place called Jub 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 Jub, which made me think of Paul. And one of the other team names that I wanted to point out was a team called Xbox Grumps. And I can only imagine that they're
Job.
they're like probably dads. I think they're dads.
He's trying to say dads are grumpy.
So yeah, there's some great team names. All these ones that are called team and then something, they're teams that were put together like One Direction.
Oh, I see. So they don't know each other.
Correct. They don't know each other. So we've got a team called We Might Could. There's one called World's Fastest Dads.
Nice.
And there's one called Very Scary Ghosts. Now, these are all teams that are below the line at the moment. So we love them, kind of, but they're all losers like us right now. If I were to look at the first page, so the top 100, I should say, these guys, they all have actual names. There's guys called
number 4 is called Team Jet Kalutu.
I didn't understand that reference.
No, nor did I, but they're called Team something. Surely they were put together, weren't they?
Oh.
There's a few
Oh,
here.
yes. You're right. Funnily enough, if you see the contestants within that team, so the team name...
I'll change the screen. I was supposed to have done in the first place, not our faces.
So it goes team and then someone's gamer tag.
Oh, yeah, Jack Kalutu. He was the one who was starting the team, and he's the worst.
He is. He's gotten no achievements so far. There's a fantastic team name here called Runner Up. There's a fantastic team here called Alt plus F4.
Null.
Little Piggies.
Little piggies.
Hungarian Hunters. I like that one.
Butt, Mud, Brooks, and the gang.
Box of Malicious Dingoes.
Bloody Aussies.
And, of course, Superfly Monkey Priest.
Oh my word, why aren't we in Superfly Monkey Priest?
So these are the guys that these are the guys that are good. And we're in the list of losers at the moment, but we'll see.
I haven't tried yet.
Yeah.
I've got one lined up for tomorrow. Oh, for maybe tonight. Possibly not though. Which is reasonably hard, so.
Cool.
Or reasonably high points.
We shall see. We're not going to burn ourselves out like we did last week.
No, that hurt.
Yeah, no, that did hurt indeed.
Oh, it's 146. It's worth 90 odd points. So I'll get that. That will help us.
Cool. And then we can just carry on playing what we want to play. Lee will stick with Forza Horizon 5.
Oh, but multiplayer Halo.
Yeah, no, we must play multiplayer Halo. It's very good.
Actually, Lee,
I've got 5 points in that, actually, saying that.
Go through the tutorial. No one's going through the tutorial, so it's actually it's worth quite a lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, do it. I think, what is it, 20, 30 points?
Do it.
Do it.
Just do it.
Do it.
All right.
All right.
I'm excited now. I'm scanning because I did play Halo very briefly, and I got one Halo. There you go. I got a 5-pointer.
Ooh.
Which is for playing.
I think that you get 5 points. You're right, but I think it's 5 points, and it's only worth 5 points. So
no, it's worth
0.
Yeah, no, it's 0. Yeah, no.
That's all right. Good try.
Next time. Better luck next time.
Cool.
No, and I think that's us. Okay. That's us for Game Face, is it?
Yeah, I think we should get out of here.
Yeah,
it is indeed.
It's now 10 o'clock.
So remember, like this episode and rate us on your podcast platform of choice. If you comment and add a comment to your rating, it helps us bump the algorithm up, and up we go the charts. More people get to listen to us. So please rate us if you can. And of course, we do like 5-star ratings.
Just a quick note: my podcast app lets you thumb up episodes. So check your podcast app because I thumbed up our episodes a few times now.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, that's an individual podcast app.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool. And have a look at the brand new cover art on the podcast. I'm incredibly proud of it. It's very, very cool.
Very 360
Yeah, I quite enjoyed it. I quite enjoyed making it, so I'm quite stoked. I'm like a proud dad.
Letting it out into the world.
Tell me how good you think it is. But anyway, that's us. Remember, you can email us at hello@thexboxcast.co.nz, and you can find all our links on our link tree. We even have a Discord link now.
A proper one, yeah.
Proper one. So check that out if you want to join our Discord. Check out our link tree. We have our latest episode that's hosted on Spotify there. And just basically follow us around if you like what you hear. We don't mind stalkers over here.
Or if you don't like us, still listen.
Yeah, tell your friends to listen to this terrible podcast you found. So, Mr. Lee, where can they find you?
What is the Discord? We have a listener asking what the Discord link is.
The Discord link, it is discord.io/the XboxCast.
Wow, that's quite easy.
Yeah, discord.io/the XboxCast. It's almost like we did it on purpose. While Lee's busy going there, Simone, do you want to tell people where they can find you?
Sure. I am Jim Bean NZ on Xbox and Twitter.
And Lee?
I have a newsletter that no one signed up for. 2 weeks now, we've been asking for people to sign up for. Nobody has signed up for it. You're a bunch of losers.
Oh, how sad.
Yeah. I'm Lee Howard on Twitter and Xbox.
That was so defeated. And you can find me at XarCrius on Xbox. So thank you all for listening. This has been Game Face, and we will see you all in Halo multiplayer on Xbox Live.
I thought you were going to say, I see you in hell then.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I mean, Halo multiplayer is the same thing.